So Thunderfoot uploads a video. And guess what? It's a politically charged video. Meaning that you can make mistakes that you might not recover from. Your reputation might be completely tainted by political propaganda that you accidentally started spitting out. See what you want about Elon Musk. He is a terrible person. He's wasting a lot of money and shouldn't be in charge of more money getting burnt into terrible projects. Elon Musk here is more dangerous than Donald Trump, in my point of view, because simply, like, if you want to paint the orange man bad, you gotta paint, you gotta fucking put in a lot of work and not make mistakes, not turn yourself into a bad person by doing so. In this video, we're gonna discuss something very important. Selling your soul to politics and choosing a side. See, the thing is, it's completely fine to dedicate yourself to politics as long as you're not like attacking the other side. You know? See, the biggest mistake you can make is they are weaker in some kind of just spitting. This is political propaganda. It's political propaganda to constantly say that the other side is weaker. The only way you can hold self-esteem is to, you know, be a decent, interesting person. Is Kamal a decent, interesting person? I come from a middle class family. I eat ice cream because I'm Joe Biden and I'm about to just fall asleep and fall downstairs. That's interesting to see when the meme happens, but I don't think that makes the person itself interesting. Just like, you know, we don't want to see a clown in politics, but, you know, it happened. You kind of paved the way to just like the question mark, first of all, like, what is that criminal behavior Trump did exactly? Is weird, bro. But they're latching on to everything. They're latching on to the only thing they have is the smear campaign. The biggest propaganda. They are weaker. They're losers. They're too scary to lead a country. They cannot do that and this and that. And you can put on fucking label mountain on a person. You can fucking do that forever. What's the point? When we're actually looking at the actions themselves. Only thing, Kamala is just completely lost. All right? What have you done in the office? Well, Donald Trump was running, so I couldn't keep up, man. I guess couldn't keep up, man. What have you done these 4 years? Donald Trump was running, and it's just crazy, man. I was in power, but I didn't know what to do with that power, and Donald Trump knows for some reason what to do with his power. Let him fucking do it. Let him cook, bro. Let him make changes. Changes are good, you know? Smart people will adapt, and terrible people will get crushed. Simple like that. Changes destroy loopholes. And that's the way the world gets caught in a fire. Gets caught in a lot of people exploiting the world for their benefits, whether it has to be with just government benefits. Oh, I'm just going to live off government benefits. Nothing's going to happen. Shit has to move around so we can catch all the fucking weirdos who just exploit the world but have nothing to offer. The only thing that has to happen is a change. And Kamala, I don't think, would actually deliver anything. You know, when it comes to the weakness of which side, I mean, that's the only decisive factor. And if that's all they can do and just focus 100% of their attention to Trump, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you lost. It's over. Stop doing that. Like, do something interesting. Don't just like throw Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Eminem just to sell their souls. Oh, you can sell your soul to me. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And still nothing will happen, though. If I sell my soul, what's the point? All right, let's do it. I don't care. I'm still gonna support these celebrities unless Beyonce is a fucking freak and I don't like rapping Eminem. I do love Taylor Swift, though. So let's not lose that treasure, okay? National treasure. Don't do that. Don't touch it. So these endorsements go left and right. There's Legal Eagle mentioned in this video. This is a whole journey, my friends. So strap yourself in. Yes, I support Trump. No, I'm not American. It's just very interesting to see. No, I'm not a sabotage hungry person. I know that changes are needed, and a lot of people do see changes. There's a lot of things like Brexit being touched, all right? I was in UK when Brexit happened, by the way. I think Brexit is fine. And quickly, let's describe it. Like, claiming independence is not a positive. All right? It's never going to be a positive to just, like, exit something. Like, what do you think? Things are not just going to become great. Like, you're escaping your abuser, you're escaping a lot of resources, leaving behind, and now you have to start fresh, but you still have to, like, scramble for a leader and scramble to see how much corruption actually, like, settled into your country, and the country's still sinking deeper and deeper. You know, like, UK is still gonna struggle a long time, but, like, they have to claim their independence and figure out how things work. Like, it's just a natural thing. Because when problems arise, like, you have to cut off the elites from able to muddy the waters and control the narrative. Like, you have to, like, clean shit up. Like, we're gonna fix problems, so we have to clean up the idea that evil can just be injected whenever European Union decides. You know, they can just do an evil thing and we wouldn't know any better because we don't have the capacity to see the whole picture. If the country is, like, wholesome, independent, it decides for itself in all ins and outs, I mean, all of a sudden things are a little bit more clear. That doesn't mean that the problems get solved. That shit takes a few more radical steps, you know. But Thunderfoot brought that up and just laughed at everything because, like, at some point you can just miss a political mark. It's a very interesting concept, but let's say you need, like, a grade of 9 out of 10. That's a political mark. If you miss, you're just going to miss a few details that just flip the entire narrative upside down, and you're supporting the wrong side for all the wrong reasons, despite being an 8 out of 10, like, educated person. Right? If you just miss a few details, a few key details, you're not willing to accept and put in just enough work to fully educate yourself, you can just flip the narrative by accident. You can see the mistakes that other people make and just, like, laugh at them and be like, wow, a propaganda artist. All of us, you can just sell your soul because, like, you feel confident, like, just 8 out of 10. What could I possibly miss from the test? But you got to be careful with politics. Like, it's the hottest topic of all time, one of the brightest minds in the world. And I definitely have to be one. I have to put down my foot as well as YouTube CEO. I have to say that I'm the brightest mind. And as unfortunate as it is, you know, I'm trying to reach for that. So I just have to at least pretend that I'm a 9 out of 10 and I understand what's going on in a political thing that people just, like, they get sucked in. All right? It is a scam, but people believe that whatever's at the top is definitely going to impact their self-esteem somehow. The self-esteem is the highest resource, not money. The money is the lowest resource, but the most needed. And the political powers is the second most important resource. To be able to control the world, to tell people what to do. It's political powers. So, esteem. Yeah, people are concerned because democracy will always exist. This is going to be a social voting system where people just like split in half and then start dragging anyone from the center group into their side. I got sucked into the Trump side despite hating Elon Musk, but that's about it. I just hate Elon Musk. And being a hater does not mean I can disown someone. You know, I'm still like looking up to them and like, how the fuck did you do that? Even if they did a scam, it could be so elaborate that, you know, they did a pretty good job. I mean, I just played Bazaar. It's a game, it's a new game, and I compared Reynad with like Elon Musk, similar style scammer basically. But the game is out, it's not functional yet. It's not probably even good, but it's good enough as a baseline for, it's not even a card game by the way. But it's cool. It's a cool puzzle game that I've never seen before. And now it's there. It's finally there. Elon Musk also established his name. He established his name through countless and countless of failures and burning of billions of dollars. We don't know the consequence of that. But first of all, the consequence, I don't like Tesla. It's just popular, right? Popularizing electric vehicles. It's kind of cool. It's a topic of discussion. Everyone can understand that, right? Everyone can jump in and participate in a topic of discussion of this new thing. Electric vehicles. This is the same thing. It's a new thing. It's some kind of unexpected genre. Asynchronous battle. It's weird. Yet to be explored, and shit like that, whether it's bad or good, still has to be respected for existing. For as long as it will. You can type in a search Tesla, and you're gonna get the results. And I don't think people still know electric vehicles that you can just type in one word and it will pop out. All right, that's interesting. There's still achievements that like Thunderfoot does not actually highlight. He only highlights the downfalls, and all of a sudden that's an 8 out of 10. You're looking at negative things, and looking at too many negative things is gonna, twist your results. You're not politically viable. You cannot participate in this discussion. Everything you say is propaganda and ruins your reputation because you should stay put where you belong. So yeah, funny how that works. So Thunderfoot inspired video. Let's dig deeper. The most frustrating part is, again, he's shifting. He's jumping from his platform where he's criticizing Elon Musk. Now he's jumping onto Trump. And it's such a leap of faith that I'm astonished, bro. I don't think he made from one platform to the other. I don't think he understands Trump enough to be able to criticize him and all his allies. Because again, you're criticizing allies. When we're talking about allies, Kamala doesn't have allies at all. None. Zero allies that just like puts the foot down and be like, I have self-esteem. Nope. You don't got it. You just don't got it, bro. So Kamala is just completely alone, completely isolated, completely a big-ass clown. The only allies she has are just people who love black people, who happen to be females, too. It just, like, fits the narrative of an alien race that people want to experience more of, and that's about it. There's no value in Kamala. There's no supporters in Kamala. It is actually astonishing that people support her because there's no reasons to, I mean, the only thing left is the vibe, I guess, that we're fighting against Trump. But the political side against shouldn't fight against the other political side. They should be doing something to build themselves up. So they lost. It's game over. And whoever's supporting Kamala and going against Trump, they're just repeating the same fucking song. They're doing the same exact thing. Of nothing. They're putting their self-esteem where it doesn't belong as well. I'm hoping I'm correct on this one. Because, again, it's a big leap of faith. It doesn't seem like Thunderfoot belongs in this conversation. But he can, deliver a very nice failure. Failure to be dissected and understood fully, whatever.
Of any date.
Well, we let Biden be old in office, and Trump seemingly has more energy that he's, and again, more supporters. Supporters is what makes him young. All right, the fact that, and he's also trusting his son to deal with social media and whatever weird interactions with influencers Trump is supposed to have. He's a little bit of a puppet in that sense, but he has so many cool supporters that you just want to hear the voices of, you want to amplify their existence, and Kamala should just, shrink into a raisin size and place herself in a fucking corner because she got nothing, bro. And that's it. That's the easiest decision of my life, bro. And we still have to respect that Elon Musk bought Twitter, that he wanted this power, and it's not deleting Twitter in an instant. It's kind of trashing it, but it made it more interesting. I tell you guys the same story I told before. I did not use Twitter. I still cannot use Twitter, but now it's a little bit more interesting to look at, when there's just Elon Musk in there. Now I'm just like, oh, Twitter is actually interesting now. Now Elon Musk can just do whatever he wants. It just kind of has more narrative substance, this Twitter thing. Back in time, like there was nothing. I don't know what Twitter was useful for, to be honest. Right now it has like dramatic Elon Musk substance floating around. And I think it makes it more interesting, of like what's going to happen to Twitter. Like it's a rogue social media site. And it's just like, cool, let's play out this story and in real time. Fuck yeah. So Elon Musk can say whatever the fuck he wants. And unfortunately, this was the portal for Thunderfoot to just get through into the Trump universe. It just felt weird that it took is just like one tweet and he portalized all the way against Trump and his allies. I mean, okay, Thunderfoot. Wow. Again, anytime Thunderfoot steps outside of the Elon Musk zone, he can't deliver good content. I've tried watching that. It's just, every time it just fails. Either he becomes too scientific, or right now, just straight up annoying.
Yeah, when you're at that point, you're putting...
Because, he's just, trashing Trump. And that's all he can do. And he just brought, legal officer. Here's my friend as well. All right, we can watch this video, too. That's your friend. We'll bury you together. But, it's so annoying. It's just, my argument is that Trump is a criminal. You are a fucking lawyer. You're supposed to decriminalize people. There should be less criminals because, there's this reason of why Trump do this and that. You're trying to decriminalize. You're trying to fight against prosecutors and help criminals, escape the jaws of justice in a way that they are terrified and they would never do the same mistakes again. That's what we're fighting for, you piece of shit lawyer. I'm sorry, bro. Anyone who does not do enough work and just jumps on politics, they could get a failing grade, bro. Just we can't pass. Why are you wasting time? Why are you exposing your 2 out of 10 mistakes? When it's like 1 out of 10 mistake of like, okay, we're just gonna hide it. You're a perfect person, just like everyone else who passed. But if you make 2 out of 10 mistakes, people might just look at you and be like, I don't have time for this shit. You know, I don't have time for a lawyer who attacks criminals, because that's the opposite of what's supposed to happen. Yes, a lawyer is supposed to drag someone into a criminal investigation. You know, if something is sus, we have to, you know, compile the cloud of sus into something redeemable. So someone is a criminal potentially. I don't know, but maybe they will, you know, they will fix their mistake. They will promise. They will bail themselves out. Like they will do something in court that's something like mind blowing. You know, lawyers are supposed to work for that. So criminals still don't get in trouble. You know, losing life, even just 1 year of life, obviously it's a disgusting thing to happen. You know, murderers. I mean, they could evolve, transform into some kind. They could promise themselves to be in this position, do this and that. Otherwise, they lose 3 years of their life instantly, no questions asked. They could work their shit out. Everyone. In prison, you just sit there and do nothing. So you can always promise the court to do something positive, make positive changes. You have to have high self-esteem for that. You have to be built by lawyers in many ways to be a productive person, to be coherent. You have to prove many, many things very quickly. But that's what lawyers are supposed to fight for. They're supposed to decriminalize even the worst criminals, whatever they fucking done, and this guy just gave the fuck up. It's pathetic, bro.
Many times.
Pathetic.
Criminal things that he did.
Anything could be.
And on the other hand, they know the solution. The solution is to let Trump be president so that he can excuse himself from all the fucking crimes that he did. Just excuse himself. Oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. Oh, oopsies. You know, he can say that once he's president. Because he worked his ass off to get there first, to stand on a fucking mountain, and then says the apology, and then we believe it. You know, because he put a lot of effort. He got there to say his thing. If he says apology, that's a bonus point, but he would be already excused. You know? Because he wanted to be president. Like, who else wants to be president? Raise your fucking hand higher than Trump. I'm sorry, Trump is going for a second term and he's old. Those are not downsides. Nah, bro. And most importantly, when you have to fight for your side, not fight against other side. This is the only way you can build your self-esteem. The most important thing in the world. I'm getting it. I'm not sure if Thunderfoot is getting it by fucking putting text on a fucking... what is this? It's just... if you want to siphon other people's self-esteem, like just like put text and highlight 1/3 of it. It's like, wow, text, boys. I'm so fascinated by text. Oh man, that's a lot of self-esteem. Fucking cancer, bro. Yeah, all the reputation that Thunderfoot had does not exist. It's nullified. I have it now. Mine.
Like in China.
Oh yeah, he gets so much power. I'm so jealous. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Populism. He transitions to Brexit and says that populism created Brexit. Of just like pointing a finger of like European Union. Again, I'm telling you, European Union was getting in the way of national emergency to group together of like how many true UK citizens are there, truly productive, truly understand their position, things, and has accumulated resources and knowledge. Just, they're trying to be independent. Now they're trying to like eliminate bad actors, all the bad leaders who just liars. Just straight up liars, bro. Like, there's a lot of cleanup that will have to happen until UK comes back to their senses. but they're going for the independence route because they're a fucking island. European Union is the last thing that should be interfering in their problems. So the popular vote is going to be, I am an island. That's the popular vote. The popular vote is just going to reflect the world. You know, and UK citizens will remember, I am an island. I am divided from the mainland by water. It's not easy to get into this place. It's not easy to leave. We are independent by nature, and European Union can suck its ass while we're fixing our problems. They don't have to deal with our problems. We can deal with our problems, but they don't get the benefits unless they copy our nodes and appreciate our existence and give us some tea to sip in the end. It's like, welcome. But it's just a long process, for fuck's sake. Brexit fixing things? I'm sorry, bro. And then he's just fucking yapping now. He's just fucking yapping.
He's mouthing.
It's like, oh, it's worse. It's worse after Brexit, and everyone says that.
And none. It's going to be great. The plan is coming out over the next 4 weeks.
This is the Thunderfoot zone of activities. Alright? People who are making plans to do something for a very, very long time. Things just get delayed. Just like a video game gets delayed. Shit is slow. Life is slow. Like, when you're trying to actually make changes, like, it's just the slowest thing ever. People should not be condemned for missing the mark too much. What Elon Musk got is a foot to his face. We are now expecting Elon Musk to, like, not actually deliver things in time whatsoever. And some of these things are, like, overpromised. And, whatever. It's just some flash event at this point. It's not real. And some of the projects can just fail miserably. The Hyperloop was the biggest talking point. Wonderful. It failed. Elon Musk just created a playground and it failed. He's a businessman. He can do that. He pushed way too much self-esteem for that shit. And constantly selling himself as a person who's going to deliver some new tech in the cityscapes, new transportation, and just keeps on crumbling down on him. It happens. You know, we can laugh at it. It just happens. This shit happens also. I wouldn't bother talking about plans necessarily, unless they're comparable somehow. It's hard to make plans in general. Like, it's the small changes that matter the most. It's the principles that matter the most, the way a person speaks and carries himself. That's what matters. That's the thing that gets put in the spotlight, and people take a look at it and get something out of it. All right, every person gets a picture of something, right? So it's a decision of, like, which picture should you put on the wall, like Trump's face or Kamala's face, right? And unfortunately, I would not put Kamala's face on my wall. I have the feeling that I don't want to see that face. It does not associate with anything good. I want Trump face. I am close to Trump, just out of vibes, out of spiritual connection. I feel like I can handle Trump's face in my room, just sitting there and projecting some kind of memories, right? Some kind of, like, associations. All right? Well, Kamala just doesn't associate with anything good at all. I just don't have it in my brain. Like, there's nothing she did built associate. I saw her in a bar. You know, I saw her getting smeared by Trump campaign so hard. I will not be able to put that picture on a fucking wall. And this is the best way to actually describe who you would vote for, I think. Best way to vote? Who would you put on your wall. So you see it every day. All right? You see it every day. And I'm sorry, bro. I don't want that shit. I don't want it. What am I supposed to look at her like a mother figure? Nope. Definitely not some cutie. Prosecutor? Oh, hell no. Shit. Not in my room. You know, don't look for criminals in my room. I had enough of that shit. Like, I don't feel guilty, but, you know, you can always find someone guilty. Anyone can be guilty, bro. That's the fucking job of lawyers, to not find people guilty. To find the circumstances of, like, this person is a good person and he deserves freedom, just like everyone else. That's the shit that people should be fighting for. Cleared up? Moving on.
President.
I don't even have to watch the fucking Legal Eagle video because I'm already rage quitting that shit. I already know what the wrong thing about it is. People giving up, people not perfecting their tests, despite having the time and resources to do that, is pathetic to look at. Absolutely disgusting. Thunderfoot has the resource to not spit political propaganda, but instead look into this audience, debate, get new ideas, get challenged, exist as a normal human being. Then we can talk about politics. While you're debating, while Trump has ability to defend himself, he needs opposition at all times. There is no opposition in my room. I'm super lonely, meaning that I disqualify myself from the need of opposition. For there's no reasonable way that I could conjure opposition into my life. I have friends, I don't like them. They don't like to be a part of this discussion. And I know I would crush them too. So there is no opposition and support for Kamala in my circle, my social circle. I can't do that. I cannot be politically accurate. I can only be politically unhinged. Just like Thunderfoot, I think it's fair. I think it's completely fair.
If we come up with
That looks like a person who's admiring the direction that they're looking at. All right? Even if she finds something funny. Fuck it, you know, like, he's a strong man. That picture I could possibly put on the wall. But guess who she's associating with, who she's supporting in this
something
moment.
that's better.
Look, Trump was president for 4 years already. What did he
Build his name and reputation, and he's coming back, bro. He's coming back with more people behind him. You know, potentially people who have changed their minds. And I can't go back to the past and remember what Trump did. So I'm sorry, I can't answer that question for you.
showboat to
Oh yes, coronavirus. See, the political correctness in this Thunderfoot boy. Because the question, does he know the definition of coronavirus and how it works and the definition of death from coronavirus? Because death from coronavirus could just be an acceleration of an already pending death. Acceleration, where it's like, it's good time to die to become a part of statistics. Isn't it? Because it's the apocalypse. There's nothing good will happen for next 8 years. That's coronavirus, my friends, is the sound of alarm of the apocalypse. For 8 years, there's not going to be good things happening at all in this world. So it's best time to die. That's what it was. Mr. Thunderfoot? Oh, you didn't catch that. Oh, shit. You were too busy kicking Elon Musk balls. Maybe it's time to catch Corona. Just try it out. I don't know. There's still 3 years of apocalypse left. There's still time to make a decision of like, maybe shit is actually getting out of control and I should actually leave the burning building, you know, of the world. Reality. It's crazy. I know, reality is pretty crazy. But it's just the conclusions that you have to make. Looking at the world properly. Not tainted views or anything. Properly.
Within
And now we were talking about Corona. Great. Wonderful news. We're missing out a few details because you think people are educated enough to listen to this video and just make proper conclusions? No, it's political propaganda. I'm smarter because I'm a scientist and I just talking about this virus thing. You should, I have upgraded the vaccination process and now it's called John Cena. Alright? So you should get a John Cena. Thunderfoot. First get the virus, then get the John Cena treatment. And it's very interesting to just bring up coronavirus under Trump. There's a problem with that. Trump didn't have much say to the corona thingy. Had 1 year to react to it, I guess. But it doesn't seem like anything changed under Biden. You know, it got accelerated, that censorship thing. You know, like, one thing started leading to another thing. One bad thing started leading to another. And now it's like, oh, corona actually has nothing to do with a virus. It has everything to do with escalating problems. Or unleashing problems. Let's laugh at Brexit again, because why the fuck not?
Intense.
Bring back the populism. Is that like a mountain thing where just like we have a virus in the end and then Brexit on both sides? It's a pretty interesting structure.
No.
Shit like that like should be banned. I ban salty cunt. Like if you allow these people to manifest, I'm sorry, Thunderfoot. That's not a pride moment. You should be collecting people who are reasonable because those are more rare. It's a more harder person to be in the comment section, and yet you don't care about that shit. This is where Thunderfoot ended up in a situation where he just like looks at the haters and it's like, oh, you're saying I'm this. Well, I actually am much better than that 0 mark that you gave to me. I'm actually 7 out of 10. Oh my god, that's crazy, Thunderfoot. That's even worse than I expected. You know, because you just allow the lowest of the low, just give you 0 out of 10. Oh, you think I'm 0? Well, it's actually a lot better. I'm so much smarter. I can definitely handle politics now. Yeah, you can just keep on grinding that relationship, but yeah, it's very difficult to find a reasonable person. A lot of people just gonna emotionally vomit whatever they have and say. Even in this video, I imagine a lot of people just like, what? Not caring about me in particular, and it's like, it is what it is. I retaliate as best as I can. But Thunderfoot doesn't care to retaliate. He just wants to use that for content. Fucking easy, isn't it? Drunkenly talking over everyone. Reply. See what this person has to offer. You just like highlighting that shit and that's it. That's what I got for Christmas. At least it's not whining like a little bitch. Now there is a very weird transition into Star Wars. And I don't have enough context to understand it. It just says that like the bad guys act exactly like Trump. Damn, that's crazy. And fascism all of a sudden. Wow, crazy. Hate against my minorities, let's go. This is the strongest nail that he prepped. And even I don't know what's going on. Like, why Star Wars would have bad guys like that. But at the same time, it's a simulation. You know, it's just very useful to have bad guys who are normally good guys, but just like, let's make them the bad guys. Let's see what happens if they're like the bad guys. And that's it. Like, movies will always simulate a little twist. You know, a little twist. All right, these are bad guys, we can defeat them, right? Star Wars will play through and defeat the bad guys in case they're the bad guys. You can't just call out Trump and everyone else just the bad guys, because they don't have the stormtroopers ready to just attack everyone. You know, just take over the dictatorship, whatever, right? Like, the amount of power they exhaust to just hold on to their power, you have to sacrifice troops to do so. To hold more power, to hold more land, you have to exhaust more troops. You have to convince more people that they should fight for their country and shit. You know, the bigger the land, the more responsibility to defend it. So it is interesting, cool. Maybe someone will watch more Star Wars because of this clip. I don't know. And they will learn something useful that they will be able to convey in human language, and not just like compare 2 and 2 together and pretend that they're winning the argument of something.
My first hour in.
This is a person who wants to change something, and you should just accept whatever change happens, because Thunderfoot in the end is a react channel. He's reacting to whatever changes Elon Musk is making and criticizing those changes. He's not capable of doing that shit himself very much. And it's kind of weird because, you know, it might have enough money for a project to change something about the world. And it's necessary to think about it from time to time. To build yourself. You know, like, time and time, he's just, like, posting a video after a video. And I've even seen it now people criticizing Thunderfoot because it's an unstable platform right now. People can get grabbed, latched onto. Like, it's Elon Musk after Elon Musk. It just never ends. It's just he have a grasp on someone's failure, and now he's just gonna fucking lash and lash over and over again. And it's a fun thing to watch. It's successful. I understand that. I'm a part of this discussion. It's all good. But Thunderfoot is not building himself as a person right now. He has a chance, and there's a few snippets here and there, but it doesn't seem to be as good as it's supposed to, right? To make him independent, to make him powerful enough to commit Brexit onto everyone else, of like, just like, Elon Musk exit, where I will stop talking about Elon Musk, let's just focus on this thing that's like interesting to me, and he's still going to be passionate. I don't think you can do that. See, that's the hypocrisy of you looking at all the changes that other people made through hard work, and you can't do it in your own life because you didn't fucking put that hard work yourself. It's that simple.
God damn.
Those people are gone.
This is very interesting part.
I'm a God-fearing Englishman, and
I'm a God-fearing Englishman. Fear has been introduced. Fear of God has been introduced. Guess what happens next?
That's quite enough of that, thank you very much.
God-fearing. Why isn't that fear all of a sudden? You just cut the conversation right there? That was a checkmate. He might be God. To her. Unfortunately. Scary. I know. Who wins? The baddies. Oh, oops. That one.
I mean, forget
That one was won by the baddies.
your Nazi comparisons. We're talking about watching Star Wars and wanting the Empire to win.
Cool, maybe they should have won. Who knows? They dress in black, so they're evil. Yeah, I get it now. I hope Trump doesn't dress in black. Kamala is black? Damn, that's fucking crazy. Now we have purple and that. The white cringe color. The old white. Shit, Trump just has a tie, bro. Is that all you got, bro? And sometimes it's blue. Alright, which one is more interesting? I guess it's just gonna come down to the skin color. Orange is the new black. No! No! Ah! Ah! Well, at least he has a white shirt. No, that's still not good enough. At least he has orange hair. No, I don't know about that. Oh, orange tie? What if we go down? You can't beat orange tie. Get out of here, Kamala. We got it. Fucking golden orange tie next to Israel's star thing. Wonderful. You were saying something, Thunderfoot? We have the colors on our side.
The end of a real
I hate ties, though. Nah, it's equal.
act with order.
Well, funny enough, Elon Musk would be building these, like, robot suits, I would imagine. Makes sense, right?
Where not only can 50% of the people not recognize cartoon-level fascism,
Well, it's easier to recognize something bad when someone dies. When death spreads across the world for a certain stupid reason. Right now, we can't afford to have Kamala. We have to have a strong leader who wants to tackle economy a little bit. You know, team it a little bit. Again, I'm not American, but it's gonna spread to the rest of the world. The vibes, the information, the people's happiness and esteem is something all over TikTok. You know, they will stop talking about this election thing and focus more on what they can afford all of a sudden, maybe. Like solving problems. But it's not going to be ending there. You see, the problem is, this is not the election year. This is the purge. The purge. We're purging the government. Maybe we can just push really hard and make Trump win. Like, that's the hard thing to do, all of a sudden, apparently. And there's, again, it's just the feeling of a lot of lazy people on the other side. Just not getting out of the way. Being assholes. You're allowed to vote, but if you're a lazy asshole, do you think your vote is equal to a person who's a hard-working person? Paying taxes and all that shit? It's crazy, bro. Get out of the way. This is important to understand. Like, you have to not just be proud of voting, but be proud as a voter, as who you are as a person. Because your vote might be less significant. Maybe you shouldn't be displaying your vote. Maybe you're a piece of shit. And people like that should be condemned for voting. For whatever they're voting for, you have the right to condemn them for doing so because you're smarter. You could have made a better decision. You know, this is the purge. This is the purge to understand the way everything works, the power of everything, the power of yourself to defend yourself, the need to defend yourself, the need to bring the structures of evil down in case you find anything. And things that cannot be brought down, the termination year will begin. The accelerated purge. But the purge actually activated a lot of evil people to do just random bullshit things as well. So the termination year is going to just like freeze everyone. Stop right there, criminal scum. Don't do anything stupid or you're going to get obliterated. So, the termination year, year number 6 of the apocalypse, and then we have the election year. Election year is about finding people that are ordinary people just like me. Oh wait, I'm not ordinary, and electing them to be more than who they are treated as. You know, I'm treated as a person to sit in a fucking room and do whatever, because no one cares. You know, alright, cool. but maybe I'm smart enough to actually do something productive. And I don't want to go outside of my room and socialize because there's nobody there. You know? The room is less empty than the outside world. That's how I would describe it. Election year is going to put people on the right track. Still going to summon a lot of bad actors who want to be elected, who want their powers back or whatever. But, ordinary people will have the chance to put themselves out there and put themselves on the track of success. All right? It's still going to be paused and halted, but it's going to be confirmed to some extent of all the people who will be constantly kicked out for moving too fast because they're not elected. They're not it. They don't fit the description of what a YouTube CEO is supposed to look like in other power positions, right? Election year is not to elect one person. Election year is to elect you to the best position possible. That's what it's all about. That's the real election year. The real thing that will hit America so fucking hard. I mean, everyone's going to lose their balls. Everyone's going to lose their gender all of a sudden. They want to be the best human being possible. You know? For a moment, it's just going to be your description of yourself that will matter. And hopefully it fits a very good place, very good seat, from where you can observe the world moving. You know, the thing about being in politics and being in power is about positioning yourself on a seat where the world moves around you. Not in a way that you're the center of the universe, but you're observing a treadmill of things happening. You're now just a React channel that gets paid. The only thing you have to do is just say the right things, not make mistakes, not lie, just be a humble person that's observing things. They're very cool things. That's the position of power that you're going to get after the election year. What happens after the election year? Who knows? Stop asking questions. Election year is 2026 after all. And, yeah, I can predict the future. It's not that fucking difficult anymore. When it's apocalypse, when bad shit has to happen after another bad shit. And after I predict the year, I cannot predict the details whatsoever. Because what the hell? Am I going to predict that Trump is going to get shot in the fucking ear? Man, that's not a gamble I need to dig myself into. That was crazy, though. You know, like, Trump still does not deserve a victory for almost getting his head blown into pieces, for almost dying. This is what I'm talking about when I say death describes the need of things, the need of change, the need of support. Especially the close encounters with death, of like someone close dying, like Trump supporter died behind Trump. Someone did die. Can we just like let him win? Just let this old man win? It's not supposed to impact your fucking life that much, but why resist so fucking hard? What's the big idea? Especially if there's a good chance that you already lost. Why resist? Why not just prepare yourself for whatever's about to happen after the victory, you know? The political propaganda is like too late now. Now you have to be 10 out of 10 to be able to fucking make a dent and be high esteemed on this thing. Otherwise, you're just shitting your pants. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous seeing Thunderfoot like that, but I'll eat it, you know?
They want problems.
Yeah, I mean, if you portray the bad guys, then there's always going to be, like, clear bad guys. What the fuck do you think? But we still cannot put the two and two together because the Trump does not hold power. You know, the bad guys, they hold power here, bro. And I don't even know what the context of this is. It's crazy. It's just crazy panic, shitting in pants moment. That's what I see. And I hate it because I support Thunderfoot. I support him by 3,000 points. It's supposed to be his birthday. For fuck's sake, man. Happy birthday, loser. It would be a shame if Thunderfoot just turns into a cake for Elon Musk to just gobble. You know, Elon Musk is still one of those people just like myself that like try to keep accelerating, trying to position myself in the best possible place of like maybe I do have to own Twitter to be able to feel like I positioned myself, like people can hear me properly. You know, and now I can actually pay attention to what I say. I can actually take time to say better things. So I can sort of see the Elon Musk appeal as well. It's not a completely 100% defeated guy. That's a waste of time and money. I think it's a somewhat reasonable person and a close competitor to Thunderfoot and his influence. I like it.
What, I think approximately 70% of Republicans still say that Donald Trump won the 2020 election. It's like, are we going to abandon truth?
What this means is that we don't trust enough the voting system. Unfortunately for you, you know, it's the truth can be amplified and improved upon and be more trustworthy of a truth, and cannot be twisted by some person with enough power to twist the truth. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry that people don't trust the fucking election results. Oh, oops, because they worked so fucking hard and everything flopped. And yes, it could be true that all these fucking lazy pieces of shit who are outraged and just can't control themselves and want to steal another election, they won. It's just despicable, annoying garbage. You know, that's, you have to tame these demons because they have the power to +1 vote in this whole event. That they actually exist. There's a lot of demons. They're just not going to show their face until you approach them and then just start spitting and vomiting and all this fucking nasty shit. All right? Yeah. It's weird. If that's the truth, I mean, that's cool, but it has to be exposed and it has to be scientifically proven and all that shit. We have to sample size it. It's not fucking easy, bro, to handle the truth and accept it until it's shown to you, like in high confidence of like just an experiment. A Thunderfoot experiment. He has the power to do that, to show the truth. Instead, he chooses to use the power to sit down and react to political videos. I'm sorry, bro, Thunderfoot, it's not that fucking easy, bro. Even it's a compilation of things. He put some work into it. Oh, he's back! It's the whole mountain. No? Yeah, he's back! Fucking mountain!
Five.
Eat ass, bro.
The latest iteration of faith over.
What the fuck are you talking? Stop drilling into the same topic. It's so painful now. For people just to be like, oh, but you... Well, we took it again. If you don't give us Trump level 2, we're gonna ask for it again! Crazy how that works! Now you're the one that's butthurt. You know? Yes! 3 years ago, maybe a little bit of 4 years ago, we were the butthurt red guys. But now you are the butthurt red guys because Trump is going for it again, and it's the only chance that he has. That's it, bro. Chill. Let's look at the results this time. How about that? You know? It looks very promising to me. Jesus. Why would they bring that up again? You know, why be that fucking stupid? Why stoop so low? Alright, let's trust your stupid thing. Alright, let's try again. And we're gonna be upset if we lose. Like, it's just the most obvious thing. What the fuck do you expect? It's crazy to me, bro. Yeah, Brexit won, Trump won. It was a simultaneous thing. To test Trump, to see, like, whose side he's on. Because he wasn't really on any side. Until just, you know, he picked up the sense of where self-esteem is, and he chose a side. And it's just like a very natural progression of a person who just wanted to be the best, right? And he picked the side who would make him the best. It is what it is. And he picked correctly, because the other side started just of like, I hate Trump. I hate everything about him, you know. He's on the other side, actually. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe he is. And maybe you have no grip on that guy, on the actual most famous person of all time. You have no grip on that. You have grip on lots of celebrities, but you ain't got no grip on Trumper, man. Yeah.
Creative
How about
inertia.
that?
Stop it getting.
Also, Donald Trump is also might need Thunderfoot. Kamali's not even gonna be a button, bro. So, Thunderfoot, I'm gonna ask you some Trumpification. Burn some for Trump, bro. Smoke your ass. Every 25 Trump points means -1 Thunderfoot point. I think the decision has been made. Court justice. Hammer slam.
To up the first.
They bring up the same fucking shit of like, yeah, we don't fucking like it, and we're paying that price of reacting to it, to that one thing. While the left reacts to, like, you accumulate the left's reactions and fucking you can burn down an entire city with that shit. This is just like, we hate it, you know? A hateful expression for one day. That's it. Post this every day until the election. You're extending that day into every day. As if it's the most important thing that ever happened. Historically, you know? If that's what you do, yeah. That's it. Like, we win. Like, Thunderfoot just slapped himself to death with Corona by being wrong all the 100% of the way. There's nothing I can hold on to and be like, hey, buddy, you still have a reason to live your life. And I just like, give up. You're wrong on every single aspect. Everything you bring up is that political trap. It's a trap. You can even flip this. It's like, I post every day until election because it has a high esteem, you know? That means it has high esteem, whatever happened here. You know, I don't know if this is a Trump voter or not. I actually have no idea. This is why it's so important not to spit propaganda. And post this on your channel and pretend that this is why you don't support Trump. Maybe that's why you do support Trump. It's just that one thing happened one day, and a person decides to just be like, this is a historical moment. This is what we should be focusing on. Nothing else at all. Wow, so we must have made a very important thing. We have sent a message that everyone heard, and everyone's latching on to us as if like it's supposed to be a mistake. It has to be a mistake, right? You couldn't have possibly, you know, condemned the way we vote. I'll show you how to vote. This is it, bro. Mr. Beast accidentally just created a voting system. Be in a fucking circle. That's it. How long you are in a circle, whether you're standing or laying down, that will impact the area, actually. So just be in the circle. I feel like for as long as possible, that shows dedication and work ethic and all that shit. Stay in a circle. That would be the voting system that I want for every country, bro. Or at least to test, see what happens. What can we vote on, Mr. Beast? Who wins $1 million? Okay, that's a little weird, because people are gonna fucking stretch themselves very hard on that one. But it's a very interesting system. You put 100 people in a circle, and all of a sudden it's a pretty interesting competition of which type of 100 people are gonna stay in a circle. It worked. He had a good idea, but everything else is starting to rot except that red circle that he fucking made. This Mr. Beast boy. I mean, congratulations. It's that one, the fucking halo that saves him, that makes him holy, is that red circle next to him, not even above his head.
The project
Making a very interesting voting system that people would trust, because people would see across the world, like, numbers go up every day. Every day, like, there would be an entire year dedicated to just voting and standing in these circles and voting for different parties or whatever. That would be so interesting. And people have to talk to each other in these circles. It's crazy, bro. And any violence would jail you immediately. Any fucking screaming and being a nuisance would jail you immediately for interfering with people voting and just standing and being peaceful and all that shit. Like, that would be just justice for a voting system. Seeking for a better voting system is nothing to be ashamed of, Mr. Thunderfoot piece of shit.
2025.
Lose your reputation. Get out of here.
In Shida.
You're lucky that I didn't put you on a sludge fest where everything you say is going to be used against you, basically.
Between law and criminality.
Criminality! And I need to stand by the criminals because I'm a lawyer. Okay?
She nominated
Law. Law? You're to lawify the criminals. You know, we pretend that law is like a very, very big deal. Alright, cool. Then let criminals have a law as well
Troy
on their side.
below.
We need laws to be exactly the same way that they are the whole fucking time, where people jumping through loopholes and creating criminal activities legally. You know? Legally hurting other people. Changes have to be made so loopholes fucking shut down. So things keep moving around so the criminals can actually get caught doing very shady things. This guy has to shut the fuck up. This is the same as Sniper Wolf drama, and I covered this extensively on my channel. For it's a big deal. The biggest deal of Sniper Wolf drama, and I said many times, is the fact that other people take a side. And they don't even have the ability to side with Sniper Wolf whatsoever. They just say, there's no excuse. And it's like, what? You gonna go against YouTube? Because YouTube came out as like, we sided with Sniper Wolf, actually. And everyone is like, YouTube is weak. YouTube is YouTube, bro. It's the thing, the authority that you have to bow down to and be like, at least give up your fucking shitty narrative about against Sniper Wolf. Ugh, disgusting. People still went after it. People still pushed the narrative. People still put other YouTubers at risk of losing all their reputation. And Penguin definitely stepped in the front lines. Like, this evolved naturally. Sniper Wolf drama evolved into other sludge YouTubers getting exposed for doing shit content. And I made it resonant out of it. It's all good. I encapsulated Sniper Wolf drama, and I will do it again. I'll do it again, bro. I will find the next level of this whole thing. How about that? It's not supposed to be that hard. Shit evolves. It's beautiful. And when it comes to Trump, like, what? There are sides. You can actually pick sides. And people on TikTok constantly remind you of, like, well, Trump supporters are pretty nice people. And nice to hang out with and spend time with. So I want to be in the right circle with them, actually. Yeah. And that's it. That's all you need to know. That would be a much more influential video to watch. But you don't have a choice. There's this guy who has the reach of 1 million subscribers. And he's going to tell you his shit. If you don't have a critical mind, all of a sudden he just aced you, you know? But we can fight back against this injustice that's everywhere. Again, Jack's Films jumped through a loophole saying, I'm criticizing Sniper Wolf. This is the day 100 of criticizing Sniper Wolf. Excuse me, Jack's Films, how about just one day a year you can criticize one person? More than that would be an obsession. It would be different definition entirely. A slap to the face? Yeah, you can stop a person by slapping them in the face. Slap in the face all over and over and over again. That's abuse, Jack's films. Learn definitions. They change the more you do something. And the same goes here. It's just like, red card. I have shown my political stance. People not going to be interested in that. If you start flexing your political stance, it's crazy. And if you just pick one thing, like, I have to be a Trump supporter simply because these people exist. They're just radicals, you know? A normal person would put themselves in the center. I'm a Trump supporter not because I'm a right-wing person. I don't like necessarily being on the right wing for too long. But I'm a Trump supporter because I believe in a person himself. Independent Trump version. But when you see opposition like this and they just fall apart by every single thing they do, everything just can be flipped, and it's just easy handling of these parts made out of Legos. I can just rebuild whatever narrative I want. Because he's not debating anyone, he's not actually spending time and educating himself. He's not in a center position. He's a fucking radical crapazoid who just came out of his cave. Okay, you hate Elon Musk, but that doesn't mean you are a lefty. Oh, wait, you are! Oh, fuck you then. Alright? Leave the intrigue. Just like a fucking girl is supposed to act single every single fucking day of her life, a man is supposed to stay politically neutral. Unless someone pisses them off, I think I have the right to kick their fucking ass. I am only right because he's left. You know, he started it first, and I'm just defending myself. That's it. You know, I'm scared of Trump too. I don't know what he's gonna do. The narrative, the cloud is sus, but he's there. He's a bigger power that could change more things. I have to let him fucking win, bro. That's it. That's the whole end of the logical calculations here. There's nothing you can do about it. There's no circle that you can draw out of all the arguments that we have fucking seen. Because he circled back to like legal evil and just he's grasping for straws. You can feel it. You can smell the poop in his pants. The desperation for something. The fear. You know, when you take sides, too radical, it starts to look like fear. And fear is never to be respected. That's the problem. Fear is never to be respected.
Great.
Sheeple, bro. Just fearful, not respectable entities. It is what it is, right?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cat.
It's the best meme ever, bro.
Eating the pet.
For me, it's almost surreal that this guy has got a coin-flipping chance of winning.
It's not surreal. You're just disrespectful. You don't see the other side existing at all. Surreal? Unbelievable, bro. It's the same thing with Kamal. Like, she doesn't have any personality. Nothing. It was the same thing with Joe Biden. Like, who the fuck is that guy? Right? He barely survived his presidency. It's crazy. And now Trump barely surviving the ability to become a president. I don't understand. It wasn't a coin flip. It was a coin flip influenced by a gunshot. Like, relax, Thunderfoot. You just expose yourself for being an asshole. And I hate that. I hate that because it taints the Elon Musk narrative as well. It makes Elon Musk so much more powerful now.
And to those people,
Yeah,
all I will
bro.
say by turnout.
Go out and vote, demons.
Please do whatever
Please,
you
demons.
can. Same.
Convince your friends to do the same. What the fuck is that? What the fuck did you just say? Convince your friends. Get out of here, bro. No. No stupid person should be encouraged to vote. You can't just like be fucking vomiting onto your audience and asking them to vote. I will vote. And that's it. No one votes. I vote. I teleport to America, I become American and I vote. You stop right there unless you're smarter than me. That's the good narrative. This is where we hijack votes from women because they're not smart enough to vote. All right? We have to go back to the past where things actually worked. Right now, we're just inventing all these things that not work. But we have so much power. Where do we put all the power and time? We become furries. You know? Cisgender furries. He's buying a fursuit. That's why he wants you to vote. He can't afford a fursuit. He can only afford a suit. Fucking pathetic.
and not sit on the sideline.
Yeah, sit on the sideline. Once you're a furry, everyone wants a piece of you. Well, I've chosen. You're very helpful, by the way. It's fucking annoying. Yes, I'm responding to 20 minutes video. 4 times larger video. There's a lot of emotional garbage to go through. I think I was coherent enough. Yeah, the best conclusion, Trump wins. Alright, let it go. Don't push yourself too hard. Lazy people, let them be lazy, and working people, let them work. Alright? Let the nature of things finally go to a course and just, like, relax. Follow your nature instead of just, like, demonic shit that you feel every time people ask you to vote. That's the begging, you know? Begging demons to be upset and to do whatever it takes to fight someone. That's populism right there. That's exactly the same thing Thunderfoot described. Asking people to vote is populism, my friend. And is hypocrisy now, and is pathetic. I'll stay subscribed for one more video. If you fucking propaganda shit on us again, trying to slap Elon Musk on a thumbnail as a scapegoat, as a portal to your demise, I mean, I'm sorry, Thunderfoot, we can't follow you anymore. This is fucked up. Holy shit. He was so close to, like, YouTube Rewind status. Top 100 influencers. And he's just selling his soul now. I can't respect him easily anymore. Bye. Goodbye. You know, he could have worked on a respectable video which, like, shows the good side of Kamala Harris and all that shit. Like, all the achievements she made, like some kind of historical piece. If he could have approached from that angle, I would have maybe watched and respected that whole thing. It's a tough turn of events to respect the other side, the demon side, but I would let him have it. But right now, he's just on the offense, and that's not respect, that's not political. Being on the offense is not a React channel. That's not going to lead you to power at all. It's just pathetic. Goodbye. What a disappointment.